Welcome back to Clued In. We're on episode 4, can you believe it? And we're back in the study, and this is the study Unmasked, and you're going to see exactly why I call it that. So in the last episode, I said Mr. Green had stood up to make an announcement, and boy does he make an announcement, y'all. He gets up and he says, I'm not going to wait for Wadsworth to unmask me. Unmask me. Now that is the word that I heard that immediately made me start thinking on this path of Mr. Green being behind it all. It was just that one word. So that's where all of this is coming from. So we'll blame this one word. He claims that he's a homosexual. He works for the State Department, and if they find out, that he'll lose his job. Okay, sure, that's fine. However, he just told us not a few minutes before that he was being blackmailed for something he didn't do. So what did he do? Or didn't do? What is he actually being blackmailed for? Or is he actually being blackmailed at all? Wadsworth is confused when Green says this. He looks at the letter that he's been reading. He's like, that is not written here. That is clearly not, what I have here. But okay, whatever you say, dude. It's just very weird. Once again, leading me to think that Green is behind everything. It is then announced that Mr. Body is the host that's blackmailing, or the person that's blackmailing them. Now, this is interesting because we already saw Mr. Body freak out and run away. Now, here's my thinking on Mr. Body. Mr. Body in the movie Clue is actually just a hired actor by Mr. Green. He's brought him in to pretend to be Mr. Body. He figured out what was going on. He realized he was in over his head, and that's why he ran. Okay? He knows he shouldn't be here. But he's there anyway. Once it's announced, everyone gets angry. They're up yelling at him, fighting. Mrs. White just knees him in the delicates. And at that point, Mr. Green starts saying, don't hurt him, leave him alone. Why would he say that? That makes no sense. He should be just as upset as the rest of them. Green then says that, he says that, and Wadsworth says, well, don't worry, I've got tape recordings, everything. And Green says, tape recordings aren't admissible evidence. They are. They are admissible evidence, Mr. Green. And you're wrong. And that's because you're behind everything. And honestly, we'll find out more on the next episode of Clued in the study, with the murder weapons. Come back.